Welcome to my chaos. Hey everyone, back again. I know I promised. I promised I would do a facts about me when I get back after I went to Vegas. But stuff happens, and my computer decided it was going to have a fit, so it took me a week to get that figured out. Anyway, back up and running, here I am. Some of you might know, my name is Holly. I have the YouTube channel Handmade by Holly. I also have a Etsy shop called Tchochkes by Holly. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things about me. I am very boring, as you can tell by some of my videos where I'm just sewing. I have 3 cats. This is one of them. Her name is Ruby. She's, how old are you? 15, 17, somewhere around there. Yes, she's a wild cat. She was born out to camp, and she was very weak and very sick, and so she came to the only people around, which were Mom and Dad. And they fed her and got her fixed, and well, now she's a really fussy eater. She likes to sleep on my pillow and nowhere else, and she's a little bit on the spoiled side. She's come a long way from having to kill and eat her own dinners. I have more power tools than most people I know that are not carpenters. I grew up on an island. Not figuratively, literally grew up on an island. It's called Cat Island, and it's very small. And there's not a lot of houses. I was a very isolated child. I plant a garden every year in the backyard. But I don't have a green thumb. I think I got a lip. So I guess I just torture plants because I'll till the garden, put everything in, water it, and then when it starts growing, I just kind of like leave it and let it fend for itself, like survival of the fittest gardening. Anyway, I try. I've been published in a book called Retrashed with 82 other artists from around the world. The author got a hold of me a couple of years ago when found me on Etsy when I first started doing my little 2-headed monsters and recycled plushies. He asked me if I wanted to be in a book about recycling and upcycling. Of course I said yes. So I was published. So I am actually a published artist, I guess. Yay! I have built over 200 birdhouses. I have colitis. It sucks. I took 2 years internet web technology. It basically started off as, welcome to your first day. Here's chapter 1. We do chapter 2 tomorrow. Test at the end of the week. Exam at the end of the month. I didn't learn anything. I got through it. I graduated. But I didn't learn anything. It just I just memorized. I just barely managed to memorize from one thing to another. So I don't remember any of it anymore. I didn't understand how a server worked till after I had graduated. It was about a year after I had graduated. And I was doing a webcomic with an old friend of mine. And she's like, okay, upload this to the server. So I was going through all the steps and I'm like, that's what a server is. And that's how it works. I love games, but I don't play any games. So, because first off, I'm very, very bad at games. I have no patience. And I'm one of those people who, if I can't play with someone else, I don't really want to play at all. So I watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch Cry, I watch Markiplier, watch Jacksepticeye. So those are my 3 ones right there. And if I'm sewing or something, I usually have those guys like over here on the laptop, just playing it out. So that's what I do. Life goals is to make enough off my crafts so I don't have to work as much, like in a real job. I would love to make enough off my monsters and my stuffed animals and recycled stuff so I can stay at home and do what I love and what I enjoy. Growing up, you always, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I know what I want to be. And there's your typical, your firefighter, your police officer, your doctor. No. I wanted to be a paleontologist. We're this long. All I knew is that I go outside and I dig up dinosaurs. I'm fine. I'm okay. So I didn't know how to pursue that as a career, so I didn't. But I didn't have anybody around me who liked fossils and dinosaurs and all that kind of thing, so I never lost interest in it, but I didn't have any place to, anyone to talk about, anyone to assist me, anyone to inform me, anyone to guide me. I didn't have any of that. So recently, a few years ago, at work, I found out that one of my coworkers likes fossils, and she has quite a large collection of them. And now I have quite a large collection of them because I just hit the ground running with that. I have a tiny wind-up toy collection. Those little tiny figurines you wind up, you know, the little chattering teeth. I got a lot of Halloween ones. I've got duckies. I've got fish. I've got whales. I have a Bella. Hi, Bella. Can you see her down there? Alright, yeah. You want to be on the camera? This is Bella. Her mother was a Little River Duck dog, and her daddy was a Valley Bull. So she's petite and she's tiny, and she got a short fur. And she's a sweetheart. A little bit of a coward, though. I went to HalCon for the first time last year. And for those who don't know what HalCon is, it's like Comic-Con, but it's held in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So they call it HalCon, which is also a giant facility in the Appleseed universe called HalCon, which is like this zero gravity planet. It's like really awesome. So I like to say I go to HalCon because then it's like I'm going to the place in the movie because that's an awesome name. Las Vegas, yeah!
Holly, have you seen my sweater?
Anyway, thank you guys for being patient with me. I'm going to do my best to get you regularly scheduled up. God, I sound like a broken record. I'm gonna do what I can and make no promises because this laptop of mine is still kind of iffy. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you everyone for tuning into my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!